Yeah, yo. Woke up in the morning and to God be the glory. Thankful for another day to tell my story. Put my opinions in the universe and let them orbit. I'm from the dirty south with a dirty mouth, might need orbit. Miss things on me like a nigga Norbit. Had to refuse them cause my bitch no refusion, she gorgeous. As I dap my sons up and kiss my daughter forehead. Tell them we gon' get this money till my pockets morbid. Remember living in apartments, now we playing mortgage. You ain't gotta like a nigga regardless, baby, I'm blessed. And I keep that blick with me, we like grits and eggs. As you sip your coffee, flick your cigarette and let a nigga vent. Yeah.
We're back. Ooh. Yeah, we back. Grits and Eggs Podcast, episode 22 with your host Deontay Kyle. Big cat behind the camera.
Yo, yo.
That song, Grits and Eggs, is now available to you on streaming. You can search Self-Made Cool all together. Self-Made Cool, Grits and Eggs. It's going to pop up. Okay, we lit. I'm going to put it right here. You know what I'm saying? You can see it in your face. But that's Self-Made Cool, Grits and Eggs, now available on streaming. And, you know, Grits and Eggs podcast come to you sponsored by Coffee Black. Should we run the ad?
Run the ad.
We got sponsors, baby. Coffee Black. Fuck that Dunkin' Donuts shit, nigga. Fuck Dunkin' Donuts, nigga. Fuck Folger. The best part of waking up is a nigga in your cup. Fuck Starbucks, nigga. Free Palestine. Alright, let's Listen. It's been about 45 days. It's been almost 2 months since the great rap beef between Drake and Kendrick Lamar. 616. Are you ready to play? Are you ready? Okay, let's see. Have you ever thought that OVO was working for me? I figured out who the mole was, bruh. I figured out who the mole was. SZA is the mole. It gotta be SZA. Okay, all of this shit started. Now, we can say it started from the Control verse. But what it really started is with that fucking BET cypher. And who in the background smiling?
SZA.
SZA in the background. Now, a couple of notable things. When I see you stand by Sexy Red, I believe you see two bad bitches. Who's the third bad bitch that was with him in Sexy Red?
SZA.
Okay. Who has a reputation of being a known liar, pathological liar?
SZA.
All of the good ingredients of a mole, she's been there in the mix. She was there when Sexy Red went into labor. She was there behind the scenes. Now, Drake being the freakazoid that he is, he dated the old SZA. He threw some shade at her too, but he dated the old SZA before the new body. Fake freckle SZA. That's who he was with. Now, you don't think a young freakazoid like Drake see that the BBL god, the king of BBL? You don't think he's seen that body? I gotta put my eyes on it. I gotta put my eyes on it. I gotta see what the work like. I gotta see what type of work they did. I ain't never seen this SZA with the new body. I gotta experience that. Now, a part of my conclusion comes to this. Nobody has ever shed bad light on TDE. All of their artists seems happy. Who's the only artist that seems perpetually unhappy at TDE?
SZA.
These are gangbangers, guys. I made you. The world don't know you without TDE. We ramping up the beef. I need you to get the drop. Or you ain't never releasing an album again, bitch. Yeah, we're going to give you something to get on Twitter about. I ain't going to lie. It's not a reach, is it?
Nah.
SZA is the mole. This only makes sense. Like, even if Drake did have another daughter, and that's all speculation, and I'm inclined to believe it's not true. How would he get that information? Who would a man share that type of information with? He would share that with another woman. He would share that with a woman especially a woman he may be being intimate with. And I don't know what I'm gonna do. I got another baby, Crody. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? She's 11. She's got me cheesing. I'm telling you, bro, I know what I be talking about, bro. Sza is the mole. Sza is TDE. But she could very well be affiliated with the OVO. She could be one of the guys. She right there in the mix all the time. She's surprisingly quiet throughout this whole thing. A lot of people in TDE was saying stuff like J-Rock, Punch, they was pretty vocal. Schoolboy Q kind of made it very apparent that he wanted to stay out of it. Because he's promoting an album, he's on tour. Absol's throwing his 2 cents in there. Daylight is loud. But everybody, I mean, Isaiah Rashad just had a concert. He played not like us at his concert. Everybody is very vocal in hip hop about this beef. The only person that I could say is like completely quiet this entire time is Sza. Because you could look at it like weird, like ain't you TDE? Why you ain't siding for Kendrick? But then we be seeing her with Drake all the time. Hey, liars also know when it's time to be quiet. And also, if Drake, the thing that got exposed about Drake throughout this whole beef is that he's a liar. He's an actor. If I'm a liar, I love a liar. Bitch, you lie to me, I lie to you. That's our whole little thing. That's what we do. We never here to keep it real. Shit, Shawty said she went to Ivy League school to be a marine biologist. Then niggas dug up the files, found out she went to school for a semester and dropped out and wasn't Ivy League. Then she said, well, I'm just interested in marine biology. So Shorty's a liar. Crody's a liar. The worst thing about liars is that they lie to themselves. You don't think Drake, man, I just hit Sza. That's speculation. That's speculation. But I'm just saying, yeah, she on my side. He probably hit her up for info. They don't fuck with me. They shut me out. She's a liar. Have you ever thought that OVO was working for me? Yes. Sza, we found you out, bitch. Not bitch, but not bitch. Nice bod. You know what I'm saying?
A1 surgery.
No, I'm talking about that shit. That's immaculate work, nigga.
Never seen nothing like it.
Michelangelo with the fucking scalpel.
Yo. 16 Chapel.
Yeah, you feel me?
What's that?
Nah. That's good surgery, nigga. That is, I mean, jeez. Jeez Louise. It's a nice body. How could Drake resist? That's all I'm saying. He's a freak. He's a freaky fella. The White House held a Juneteenth celebration this past weekend. Which is weird. They had Billy Porter out there. Billy Porter, who is a co-writer on an upcoming biopic about James Baldwin. Billy Porter is at the Juneteenth celebration. Now, Juneteenth, celebration of the abolition of slavery, the freedom of slaves. You up there kissing Joe Biden's hand, looking directly in the camera. That's nasty work. Here's the thing. There has to be a concerted effort. Like everybody, the more and more of these things go on, we talk about like Hollywood. We learn about, humiliation rituals and things like that. Things you kind of got to do in order to get to that next level, right? To know where the camera is, that's staged to me. Kissing a man's hand, that's nasty. Joe Biden, career political racist. Career political racist. Easily, like devolving in front of our eyes. just literally losing all of his marbles. Doesn't seem where he knows where he is a bunch of the times. Can't string together a good sentence. Can't formulate like a thoughtful opinion about anything. Goes off script all the time. He's out to lunch. Kissing a career racist's hand at a Juneteenth celebration, almost mirroring media that was taken at the start of Juneteenth, newspaper media of a black man kissing Abraham Lincoln's hand. Almost identical to that image. In an attempt to, say history always repeats itself. Now, James Baldwin, who had an extreme disdain for this country and was very critical of this country and left this country as a gay black man in the 1960s, left this country, and the only reason he came back is because those 4 girls got killed in Birmingham, Alabama. I mean, we're talking about, these is just elite levels of disrespect to your own community and culture. And it's also like, this is an intentional portrayal of the image of black people. Kissing white folks' hands, kissing white folks' ass, always forgiving. Even at a celebration of you being free, you could have kissed Kamala's hands. You could have just not kissed anybody at all. But to know where the camera is lets you know that it's very, like, my nigga, there has to be, come on, we at the White House?
There's 100 cameras.
There's 100 cameras. It's like nigga said, all right, Billy, the camera's gonna be... Terrible braids.
Just terrible fit.
The fit was disgusting. nigga had on a, like, that's like something my granny would wear.
That was a muumuu.
Yeah, a good muumuu. A silk muumuu.
Yeah, bedazzled muumuu with that.
With the braids. This is nasty work, Billy. I made a video about this on TikTok, and there's been a lot of discourse about who people think should play. And I've seen Lakeith Stanfield name come up. I don't think Lakeith is good for that role. He's too tall. If I had to choose somebody that was going to portray James Baldwin, now we know Billy Porter being a co-writer that we're talking about revisionist history here. Also, with them producing a film like this is going to make people go back and look at James Baldwin's movies and not movies, but books, interviews, debates. It's going to make people interested about who James Baldwin was. And James Baldwin has the type of literature that can radicalize a person, especially against America. He was a profound writer, very articulate, very intelligent, like a scholar of race relations and just history of America in general. And had he had a stance, and he stuck by his stance. He's just a profound figure in civil rights history. And for him to make the stance and almost make a career out of his standpoint and to pass on and them to bring this up like this is almost like a spit in his face. James Baldwin would never kiss a white man's hands. Give a fuck if it was the president. Give a fuck if the white man granted him freedom. He wouldn't kiss his hand. He would shake his hand. Because that's the type of man he was. So we're looking at Billy Porter being the boy that they want black American men to be. James Baldwin showed you anything else. This is like gay doesn't equal emasculated. He was very much of a man, and he stood on business wherever he went. And I think that the media has always played a big role in the attack on the image of black people. hypersexualizing black men. I mean, America's first film was racist. What's it called? The Ku Klux Klan shit. There's a deep desire to use the media as a pillar of attack on the image of black people, and they do it through several ways. I was looking at an interview with Larry Johnson and Joe Budden. Larry Johnson being the CEO of Gamma, and also been a music exec in the industry for quite some time now, and just dancing around questions about the intention behind music execs and media in general. There's always going to be an attack on black people via media. There's always going to be an attack to box you in, to fit you into the standard of what white people view us as, to portray those negative stereotypes repeatedly until it becomes fact. And it's hard to fight against the notion that black people aren't a monolith when people that never have encountered you, people that don't grow up around you, people that aren't experiencing you in real life are only seeing 4 different versions of you. And mostly that's either hyper-violent, hypersexual, hyper-docile, or hyper-religious. And just ass kissers. Ass kissers are criminals. It's either you should worry about us way too much or you shouldn't worry about us at all. I just think it's disgusting. And I think that there has to be an effort to, we have to keep a tab on those things. I even think about that sometimes. Like, what goes viral on TikTok? If a white person is just dancing to a black song, they can get millions of views. But if a black person like Risa Tisa, millions and millions of views talking basically about a terrible experience she had with a black man, about a black man being a liar and a deceiver and a narcissist, those get millions and millions of views. And we don't necessarily own any media, and the media we do own, we use to perpetuate more harmful stereotypes, i.e. Shade Room, i.e. Zeus Network. It's almost as if we don't believe we can be more. Or it's to a point where we have like capitalists in these positions where they're like, well, this is what they want to see from black people. They want to see black people being beautiful. They want to see black people being happy, having good, healthy relationships. They don't want to see black men, building community, working hard, taking care of their children, being fathers. They want to see black men getting high, getting drunk, shooting guns, killing each other, gold teeth, tattoos on their face. They want to see black women fucking or being scorned by a man. And it not only furthers the divide between us and the diaspora, us and the people, our countrymen, no matter what their race is, but it furthers the divide between us. And it seems like it's a concerted effort on our image at all times. And we feed into it too. We feed into it too. Why are we doing 20, like, why are we popping balloons? If I go in a room, okay, let's say this. I'm gonna say this. Fuck your media, okay? You got that movie?
Birth of a Nation.
The Birth of a Nation. If I go into a room, 10 women in the room, and 9 of them pop balloons, give a fuck what them 9 bitches got to say about me. But what they do is like humiliation. Look, let's go to each person that popped a balloon and see what they hate about you. Let's like fuck with your self-esteem. Let's give these people an opportunity to dunk on you. It's an outfit. I don't like your hair. I don't like your face. You 5'5". I don't like short niggas. It's like all these things like signing up for humiliation rituals when my mentality would be, if I am putting myself in that position because I am desperate for love or desperate for a connection, or I just want to put my face out there in media, I'm only interested in the person who kept the balloon. I don't give a fuck why you don't like me. It don't have anything to do with me. But it's salacious. And we feed into this salacious thing, this thing of humiliating a person. This thing of tearing down somebody's image. And we're not looking at the larger implications of like what these things mean. Like, yeah, it could be all good and fun to us. It could just be a dating show to us. But it's not our fault, but we are always on the chopping block with our image. And media is constantly pushing an effort to destroy and fuck with our image. Look at the situation with the WNBA. People are trying to tell us that Angel Reese is not a part of this conversation. People are telling us like, oh no, it's Caitlin Clark, like, but it's just this thing of y'all constantly having a great white hope. Shorty went to the national championship in college twice and lost. Twice. And we didn't talk about Dawn Staley at all. We talked about this loser bitch. This Rick Owens looking bitch. We talked about her. This bitch like Razor Ramon. Hey, yo. We want to constantly talk about she's an average ball player. She's good, okay? She's got a nice 3. She's getting roughed up at a professional level. If it was, I've seen Angel Reese get choke slammed, bruh. And she's the fastest rookie to 100 points, 100 rebounds. She's balling. She's actually proven that she belongs in WNBA. The only reason I know Caitlin Clark is in the WNBA was because y'all won't stop fucking talking about her because she's white. That's it. And Angel Reese did like this, and y'all decided this is our damsel. This sweet white baby. That bitch is average, man. This bitch is Mike Bibby, bro. It's Mike Bibby, bro. She's good. She's no Diana Taurasi. That's a hooper. That's not Sue Bird out there. That's a hooper. Never was a big deal about them being white ball players. Because black people don't care, like, these images, these narratives are constantly set on us. And not for nothing, I'm watching this documentary, The Taboo Room with Aaron S. Now, he makes very good documentaries. Very in-depth. He goes to some of the most dangerous places you could think of across the world and interviews people. Though he generally seems concerned with not only like why they're living the way they are, but the mentality of people who are in these lives, whether that be prostitution, whether that be in the streets, whether that be Jamaican hitmen, whether that be drug runners. He does seem genuinely interested in how they arrived in these positions and if they see a way out of these positions, right? But and I struggle to take like street niggas seriously, right? Because they don't understand how the media, how the image, not only in media, but like the things that they're taking in about themselves, but the things they're putting out is affecting their mentality. Where I can't pull up and do that. I can't pull up and do a documentary with them. But they'll let a nigga from the UK do it. They'll let a white boy come over to their neighborhood and they'll show off. Yeah, nigga, my homeboy, he got shot 173 times right here on this block. That's why we got the candles out here, the teddy bears and shit. They show off their conditions like a zoo. It gets to a point where it doesn't even feel like they're describing it. It feels like they're bragging about it. They have a point of pride and they can't seem to tell you why, because this ain't it ain't the 80s, bro. It ain't the 90s, bro. But we have our young men set on these images. We have our young men set on these paths of dreams And we need to put more effort into like concrete plights. Our young men need to focus their efforts in on high probability, right? I know that it's going to be taken the wrong way when I say stop. Like, everybody doesn't need to chase a dream. I know that. You could sit here and say I'm chasing a dream right now doing this podcast thing, right? But I have a trade. I don't need this. Doesn't prop up my life. That's why I'm not consistent with it. And maybe if I want this to be my life, if I see this as a potential career for myself, I should be more consistent with it. But what I am consistent with is paying my bills and taking care of 3 kids and having 2 cars in the driveway and living in a cul-de-sac. Honestly, by the standards of my father, I've already made it. I'm already successful. By my own standards, I'm already successful. From what I come from. There has to be a conversation about a generation of young black men that aren't going to be athletes or rappers. Go find a rapper, a popular rapper. Go find the top 10 hottest young rappers out right now. And, like, can they read? And I'm not even trying to be funny, bro. I'm not being a dickhead when I say this. I'm growing up on people who are, like, scholarly. I think a part of the reason why we don't have any emerging stars in hip-hop, why we don't have anybody to replace the Drakes, the Kendricks, and the J. Coles, is because we don't have any intelligent rapper. Like, there's no scope of intelligence. Well, you can say what you want. Drake, J. Cole, and Kendrick are clearly very intelligent people. They're basic on an academic level. We could say that. I can't say that about Lil Baby. He might be scholarly in a street aspect. But what is the scope of him outside of that? Who is he outside of his affiliation to the streets? How does he view the world? And how can you influence young people to view the world outside of materialism and sex and selling drugs and being a thug? And what is the issue with having a trade? The only reason people even care about what I have to say is because they know I'm intelligent. This doesn't exist without some level of perspective, intelligence, and social awareness. This thing doesn't happen. Nobody gives a fuck. I can get up here and talk about relationships and say salacious bullshit all day. I could. That doesn't reflect who I am as a person, though. That's hustling. I'm not just going to get up here and say salacious shit just to get some attention and likes and views. I got to get on here and be myself. People believe in this shit because they're like, damn, somebody's saying something. That's a comment that I get. God damn, this is the only man that deserves a podcast. I hear that shit 50 times a week. Because people are tired of seeing black men chasing engagement, chasing bullshit. Why are we not setting our sights on high probability careers? The probability of you becoming a professional athlete is less than 1%. The probability of you becoming a famous rapper is less than 1% of 1%. And then you factor in the selection process, because they are trying to control an image, because they do want to portray a certain image of black people, they select certain black people. They select certain rappers. They told the nigga Jaylen Brown he was too smart to be in the NBA. What does that tell you? You think they would have said that to JJ Redick? They only want you to exist at a certain level. They don't want you to be... It's almost as if they're saying there is a such thing as being too smart to be a ball player. And what does that mean? And what is the expectation of a ball player? We have this image of poverty, and we don't talk about the roots. We don't talk about like why this thing is happening. We ignore the crack era completely, which that is the genesis of a lot of this. Because yeah, we had civil rights things, civil rights movement, a lot of things. The majority of people who were represented us in the civil rights movement were academic scholars, very intelligent people. Dr. Martin Luther King. You got like we've strayed our way away from intelligent, educated, academic, scholarly black men to just brute. What is your ability to impose violence and carry out physical violence? When there's also an effort to villainize us and say that we're just like mindless, violent savages, and in the same breath say we only respect mindless, violent savages. We only want you to be represented by mindless, violent savages, drugged out savages. And if you can't see that, like, if there's an effort here, there has to be an effort. These things don't happen by happenstance. Not when all the black men I know don't act like this. Young niggas I know don't act like that. They gentrifying everything. Where y'all even getting these people from? Is this products of the last ghettos of America? Like, if they are the products of the last ghettos, the last hoods of America, they're not even in the majority enough to represent us. Where I grew up don't look like that no more. Where you grew up don't look like that no more. At a point in time, in 95, it made sense. 2024 just doesn't make sense anymore. And we're constantly chasing these dreams. And what is the dream? To just be famous by any means? And is it a dream, or is the dream to be exploited? To be exploited for your image? When you see Jay-Z, a billionaire, performing at Tom Brady's Hall of Fame induction and be ignored, that was a bad look. Pretty sure he got paid a nice little check. But if we can't see the stark difference, if we can't see the statement that's being made, yeah, you a billionaire, but do your little... Come out here and introduce real greatness. Come out here and do your little song and dance, nigga, while we celebrate a white man. The great white man. The best there ever was. And the best there ever fucking will be. Thomas goddamn Brady. You think you're all great, Sean? Jay-Z, Carter, you and your wife. All that goddamn singing and dancing. You ain't never seen a man throw pigskin like that, boy. Show you what greatness is, nigga. Whole stadium full of niggas. Just one white nigga. And was ignored. You on stage, nigga. You right there in eye shot. Niggas is just carrying on conversations, acting like they don't even see. You just background noise to the greater society. And maybe I'm overcritical optically. Maybe I'm overcritical of the relations in this country in general. But what I am saying is, if the probability of you being a rapper is less than 1%, the probability of you being a professional athlete is less than 1%. But the probability of you being an engineer, if you go to school and apply yourself, and you give it that same fervor, is like 99%. I mean, what are we doing? We used to pride ourselves on intelligence, bro. That's what hip hop was.
But we grew up different though.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is the spark. My kids don't play sports. How many people are forcing their kids to play sports? I never took the option away from them. But I'm not going to force you to be a football player. I'm not going to force you to be a basketball player. That's something in our you know, my kids they like computers. My middle child, he wants to be an architect. He already has his mind made up. My oldest son has his mind made up. He wants to work with computers. He wants to be a computer engineer. He wants to figure out the ins and outs of the internet and why it works that way. And how to get it to more people. How do I break this thing down and put it back together? But if you tell man, like, nigga, if you put all the effort into being, like, that we have to expose that we have the internet, we're exposed. We know words we have words for feelings we could never, like, explain or express before. Our lexicon has grown vastly over the last 3 or 4 years. Just due to TikTok alone. We've been exposed to so much shit. If you have exposure, why aren't you exposing your kids to it? Why do we keep, like, what is it that you want? We're not tired of you getting older. You're saying you get older, you say you don't understand the music anymore. You hardly watch sports. So is it that you don't know any better? Is it that you don't have any idea? Have you been to the local library? They have STEM camps. My son's going to one next month. We have to get to a place where we're not just doing shit just to do it, just to do what's easy. It's easy to go sign them up for football. Pass them off, just have them busy. But that's just having their bodies busy. That's what they're going to do when they get older. There's a busy body at a job. Just a body. You could think the reason why the civil rights movement worked is because there was people thinking their way out the system. There were academics, there were scholars. It can't stop there. We need another generation of academic, scholarly black people trying to think themselves out of this system. Because if we continue on just showing what we can do with our bodies, rap ain't nothing about it. Rap is nothing more than a competition to see who the most gangster nigga in the room is. Let's keep it a bean. Who had it the hardest? Who comes from... You don't want to listen to Drake's real story. You don't want to listen to niggas that come from the middle. Because we have this fascination with these, like, extremes. Niggas extremely poor. Oh, nigga, I was sleeping on the floor with the roaches crawling on my face. You ain't never been to this place. Like, nah, I haven't. Like, I don't want to be there. I don't want to go there. But it's a spectacle, whether it be true or not. Why aren't we setting our sights? Okay, cool. Crack era, cool. Nothing we can do about that. But damn, can we learn from it? You niggas still think selling drugs? Still? We're still trapping. It's like, brother, it's literally like the
And it's so far removed. Like,
bro, it's just so far removed. Like, what block?
I'm 35. I was born in the crack era. 35 years ago. And we're still talking about the same shit.
We're talking about the peak of the crack era, bro. The peak of the crack era being 95.
That wasn't the peak, though. That wasn't the peak of it. I get what you're saying, though.
Go look at the reason I say 95. The reason I say 95, because the violence. Murder rates across the country are at their peak 94, 95.
That's true. That's true.
Which means, because that's what the intention is. Destruction.
Yeah.
Them niggas ain't put all that crack in these neighborhoods that, let's give these niggas a chance at money. Let's give them a shot. Hey, man, we can't give them reparations. Let's give them some crack. You know what I'm saying? Let's let them have at it. Let a nigga run up a 1.5 million on the street month to month. No, nigga, I'm gonna lock you up and y'all are gonna kill each other. You already have limited resources. Bro, we're 30 years from that. It's been 30 years, bro.
30
30 plus years. What are we doing? I'm just like, bro, what does this country look like if black people aren't athletes? I'm not saying you can't leverage your child's athleticism. What I'm saying is Jaylen Brown is like one of the smartest people in the world. And he's a ball player. But he also teaches classes at Harvard. He's better to his community not balling. He's just really good at that shit. That's a generational talent, bro. That's a nigga that's just... Some niggas is just Mr. Bitches. Like, Jalen Hurts. Something about niggas named Jalen.
Jalen Rose.
Jalen Rose. Perfect hairline. It's something about these Jalen niggas, G. I'm not even finna be friends with a nigga named Jalen. You ain't finna fuck my bitch.
Jalen got it.
Mr. Bitches over here. Jalen Rose. Perfect hairline. Jalen Hurts. Just handsome as fuck. Great quarterback. Defying the odds. Jaylen Brown like an astrophysicist, nigga. Finna win an NBA championship. Black people, if you want to do something, name your son Jalen. Like, if we learning anything from this thing, but what I'm saying is like, we don't need to be seen. That. Go look at that Jay-Z interview. You can learn a lot from that nigga. That's a smart nigga too, though. But Jay-Z had an interview, Magna Carta Holy Grail. He was talking about the song Nickel and Dimes. Then the song Nickel and Dimes was about survivor's remorse. Sometimes I feel survivor's guilt. I get some money to this guy, he got high as hell. That nigga Jay-Z, let's just keep it being, the nigga's a great rapper. He's one of the best. Top three rappers. Kendrick, Lil Wayne, Jay-Z. I see you scrunching your face up.
I hate that order.
No, I wasn't putting them in order.
I know. I just hate that you did it, though.
I got Kendrick at number 1, though.
I know you do. Fucker.
Jay-Z interview where he was talking about the song Nickel and Dimes, and he was talking about survivor's guilt, survivor's remorse. And he was saying, you know, one thing we'll see in the hood is that, like, one big thing in the hood is, like, what you looking at?
Yeah.
And he was saying it in the sense of, like, you see me? And this level of poverty, like, here's the thing. If there's an idea about who we are in the white mind, we're receiving that. If there's an idea about who we are in the media, we're receiving that. We know we're viewed like that. We don't get that from each other. And a lot of our relationships are interpersonal. I don't feel like he sees me as a savage. When I go to the barbershop, I don't walk in there feeling like a savage. I don't walk in there feeling like a criminal. I don't have my antennas up. When I walk into a convenience store and I'm looking for a specific flavor of Calypso and they don't have it, and I gotta walk out empty-handed, I am aware of that. I am aware that there's a possibility I'm being seen as a thief because I didn't buy anything. Now, if we're internalizing these things and we don't have to deal with these things interpersonally, then what are we seeing out of each other? If your shoes ain't clean, right? Because the thing about poverty, it fucks up your self-esteem and fucks up how you see yourself. You want to look good. There's nothing wrong with that. But looking good is only, that's maybe step 1 in the process. You got to actually have it. This is a 0-point effort of looking like it and not having it. This is constant portrayal of wealth and no accruement of wealth. And as the economy and inflation gets worse, as capitalism gets a little harsher on the everyday working man, it's going to be harder to look like it. You're seeing it happen now. The overall mentality needs to be a mentality of not caring how we're seen And I'm not saying that means not having pride. Black people are always going to have pride in their image. I'm saying putting image above intelligence. And that's where we're at, severely. I'm not gonna it's easy to say, oh, we just need to love each other, because that's the thing that we feel like is lacking. But we can't love each other as a collective if we don't love ourselves as individuals. And a part of loving yourself as an individual is not needing to be seen to feel successful. You don't need to be a rapper to be validated. You don't have to be famous to be validated. You don't need to have millions of dollars. Is crazy to be frank. The majority of people in this country don't make 6 figures. And the goal is 7? How about we have a generation of 6-figure earners? We're chasing lotteries. Like, we just want this lottery pick. I want to be the one. I want to be the one. If you make 90,000 and both your homies make 90,000, y'all up. That's nice living. Y'all got a little bit of extra to invest. If you have loving, reciprocal, romantic relationships, all they have to make is $10,000 a year for y'all to be above 6 figures, and you know they're gonna make more than that. So what is the focus? Why, you niggas want to be brute, you want to be strong, you want to be tough, go get a trade. Trades is what built up our community in the first place. All of the things that we talk about. A lot of these people were scholars, right? But their efforts were being funded by working class people. The government wasn't funding these things. It was people that worked at the Chevrolet plant, the Ford plant. It was people that were welders. It was plumbers, engineers, cab drivers. These were the people funding the efforts. Just because they're not famous, just because their names wasn't plastered on the fucking the front row at Spelman College, just so you could see the money they gave. A lot of the people, first of all, let's just keep it real. This ain't a black or white thing. This is a human thing. You don't know 99.9% of the humans that ever existed. Most people die into oblivion. You'll be remembered by your grandkids, maybe your great-grands. Maybe. After that, you're just an ancestor. So what is this hold up on legacy? Live a good life. Be good to the people that you're in this life with. Because that's what matters. You trying to be remembered into infinity. A lot of people you remember exist in the last 100 years. Name a nigga from 1,000 years ago, because they exist. They were there. And most people that you can name from history are being used. Most of them are being used to further some type of agenda. There's something that they did that's relevant enough that we could piggyback on their legacy to fulfill some type of, agenda going on present day. There has to be a satiation. We need to have some type of, if we continue to chase riches, if it's get rich or die trying, it's so many people dying trying. And there's so many people that's unhappy, and it's because it's like, the idea of black excellence is propaganda in the general. You're excellent either way. You can be excellent and nobody know you. You can be excellent with no followers. You can be excellent with 100,000 followers. You can be excellent just being yourself. You take care of your family. You take care of your kids. You take care of yourself. That's enough. Why everything that we do has to be, it's like there's an expectation that we put on ourselves. And this is to be what? To be like celebrities? These niggas will sell you up the river. This nigga's kissing a racist hand on Juneteenth at the White House. At a Juneteenth celebration. Looking dead in the camera. He's letting you know what the play is. That's intentional. If we keep getting caught up in this idea of being the first, of breaking the curse. We're going to continue on this path because you're chasing dreams in a country that wants you to live a nightmare.
That's a bar.
We just need more focus on high probability outcomes. That is the smart thing to do. A generation of people chasing things that are obtainable. That's what hey. Not trying to stir up no shit here. But that's what black women been doing.
Phenomenally.
They all out here doing shit that is readily obtainable. Successful in corporate, successful in small business ventures, successful in their efforts in beauty. Right? Whether that be esthetician, lash tech, stylist, but they're getting the clientele. They're not trying to be movie stars and ball players and fucking actresses and singers. Some of them are. That's not the majority. The reason why black women have been successful, the reason why they're ranking above everybody in race and gender at an academic level is because they're chasing things that are obtainable. Because you're creating a foundation so that your kids, if they want to chase a dream, they can. And they're going to fall back on feathers. It's us. And I'm guilty, nigga. I wanted to be a rapper bad as shit.
But you can rap, though.
Doesn't matter.
You're right.
Did I make it? No. Because it's such a fucking low probability. It's less than 1% of a chance that you're going to make it anyway. It doesn't matter how good you are. What is your purpose here? What agenda can you set forth? 2024, you got niggas out here still just talking like the biggest trappers in the world. You're not Yo Gotti, nigga. We live in a surveillance state. Heavy surveillance. But, you know, good luck to you. This week on the top five. This week on that top five. We're doing the top 10. Because we're doing the top 10 music videos from the year 1995 to the year 2010. Now, y'all know what me and Big Cat like to do. It's all competition.
It's competition, baby.
It's all competition. At number 10, I got The Block Is Hot, Lil Wayne.
Ooh.
At number 9, I got The Rain, Missy Misdemeanor Elliott. At number 8, I got Freak on a Leash by Korn. Feeling like a freak on a leash.
Has no idea who that is.
Just a bullet.
I have no idea who that is.
Go check that out, Gen Z. Go check that out. Freak on a Leash, Korn, number 8. Number 7. The only reason I wanted to go to a club. Nelly. Hot in here.
I thought it was going to rain.
I thought bitches was going to get naked. I thought it was going to get so hot, they wanted to take their clothes off.
I thought the roof was going to be on fire.
Yeah, you feel me?
That was just sections. I hate it.
I thought bitches was going to be looking in the mirror and telling their best friend, like, girl, I think my butt getting big.
Nah, this is BBL now.
Just BBL. No BBLs back then.
None.
That wasn't even in the language. Number 6, Runaway, Kanye West. Number 5, Juvenile, Ha. Number 4, Busta Rhymes, Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Can See. Nigga.
Is serious.
Hold on, son.
Serious. You should have a healthy fear of us. Because too much of us is dangerous.
Oh, nah, you was thinking about...
I was thinking about the other one. Yeah, nah.
Bus. 9-7.
Okay.
Hot shit. Oh, fuck! Bus a bus. Bus a bus. 9-7. Hot shit.
Check it out.
Hit you with no delay, so what you saying, yo? Silly with the 9, dilly with the dilly, yo. When I'm in the mic, it's in the studio. All up in the club, looking wild in the studio.
Don't wanna violate, nigga, really and truly, yo.
My main thug, nigga named Julio, he Julio.
Like a nigga that is slapping
With the Tulio.
Bitch, nigga scared to death.
Hat Julio.
Fuck that, look at shorty, she a little cutie, yo. The way she shake it make me wanna get on in the booty, yo. Top bitch, just sitting banging bitches and videos. While I'm with my feet like we up in the freak show.
Love in your toes.
Hot shit, got all you niggas in wet clothes. Y'all like my metaphors when I formulate my flow.
If you don't know, you're fucking with lyrical players like that.
On the hands with my eyes to see.
Straight buck wallin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, let me see just what you got for me. Put your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wallin' in the place to be.
If you really wanna party with me,
Don't we trust?
every time I say you heard of us, yo, we
Murder us. Alright, nigga. Yeah, that's a bop. That's a bop.
Yo.
Number 4, Busta Rhymes. Put your hands where my eyes can see. Number 3, Californication. Red Hot Chili Peppers, nigga.
Dream of Californication.
Hard. Number 2, Nas. Hate Me Now.
You can hate me.
Do it now! Nigga, Diddy was in the background.
Going crazy.
We should have known then. Very controversial.
Carry the cross.
Number 1, Carry the Cross.
Carry the cross through New York. In Thames.
Nah. The Queen's Jesus.
Yeah, Queens.
Jesus of Queensbridge. Nah, niggas gotta get serious in life, bro. Cause why was you doing that? Hype Williams was like, nah, carry the cross.
Do that.
Nah, we good. We gonna get you on top of the boat, but nigga, do it now. Number 1. If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 albums, but a bitch ain't one.
Got the rap patrol on the Gap Patrol. For those who
Listen.
make sure my casket's closed.
Nigga, I was in 8th grade when that video came out. Me and my mans, it was a, you remember MTV used to do like the world premiere?
Yeah.
World premiere, MTV world premiere.
Flash across the screen.
Yeah, nigga, it looked like breaking news like the purge finna happen.
Hey, flash across the screen.
My nigga.
I got 99
If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. I got the rap patrol on the Gap Patrol. For those that wanna make sure my casket's closed. Rap critics say it's money cash holes. I'm from the hood, stupid type with facts. If you pour a holes in your toes, you celebrate the minute you was having dope. I'm like, fuck critics, kiss my whole asshole. You don't like my lyrics, you can press fast forward. Got beef with radio, but I don't play their show. They'll play my hits.
I don't give a shit. So,
Rap Max trying to use my black ass or advertise to give them more cash for ass fuckers. I don't know what you take me as or understand the intelligence that Jay-Z has. I'm from rags and riches, nigga. I ain't done. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Hit me.
listen, son. Gen Z, go watch that. That is my number one, Jay-Z, 99 Problems. We're going to give it up to the Big Cat. We're going to let Big Cat take the seat this week.
Ooh.
We're going to keep him out from behind the camera, nigga.
Seat on my
We're going to let him
seat?
get the seat.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
We're going to let him get the chair.
Yes, sir.
Ain't done.
All right,
Ain't done.
Yes, sir. Let's get it, son. Big Cat's top 10 rap videos.
You look good on the
I
camera.
look good, B?
Look good in the camera,
I
B.
need a haircut? How I look,
Nah,
son?
son, you
I'm
look
good?
good, son.
All right,
You
so hold on.
handsome, son.
I'm
You
handsome, son? Yeah, son.
Healthy.
Yeah. All right, number 10, NWA, Straight Outta Compton.
Is that 95?
That's like...
That's like 92, my nigga.
It's 95? Was it 90? That was the rules?
We said 95 to 2. I'm gonna let you rock.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
let you go.
Oh, that was my bad. That's Big Cat's mistake.
Start that from the top.
All right, listen. Number 10, NWA, Straight Outta Compton.
introduce you to LA's gang culture. Crack era.
Crazy big. Oakland Raiders.
There wasn't even Oakland. There was the LA Raiders there.
Yeah, right.
Number 9, Money Ain't a Thing, Jay-Z and Jermaine Dupri.
That's a video.
That's a video, son. You had Young Kenya.
Nah, that's a video.
Yo.
I was spending hundreds when they had old faces.
Spinning
Small
a
faces.
bag.
Yeah, that was a hard
Yeah.
That's when the nigga Jermaine Dupri said, you ain't a big dog if you ain't got the Bentley.
Exactly. And they were racing Bentleys and
Yeah, that's
Porsches through the
crazy
video.
work. Crazy work.
Come on, son.
All right.
Number 8, Magnolia Zone, Juvenile. Huh.
All right. Copy that.
Had the yellow Ferrari
Nigga had the Rari in the project.
in Magnolia? Shirt off, gold grill? Come on, son.
You don't even want to fuck with the niggas, huh? You come up with
Them niggas high.
Stuck with
Them
the
niggas high. You got stuck in Magnolia on New Year's Eve, huh? You couldn't breathe, huh?
It allowed you to breathe.
Huh?
Keep your body clean, huh?
You got a lot of Jabojis,
Some of
huh?
your partners dope
Fees,
fiends,
huh?
You don't even want to fuck with them
Them
niggas,
niggas
huh?
high.
You come out with
Them
them
niggas
niggas, huh?
high.
You stuck with them niggas,
Huh? All right. Number 7. I got T.I.'s What's Up. And the beef with Shawty Low when he posted up in front of Bowen's home in the lawn chair. Come on, son.
Say that again. Say that again.
T.I. What's Up when he was beefing with Shawty Low. When he posted up in front of Bowen's home in the lawn chair, son.
That was hard.
That's hard. Number 6. Biggie, Hypnotized. When they
Reversing.
in Versace shirts,
That was nasty.
getting chased.
That's a
Come on.
good video.
Come on, that's a video, son. Hype Williams.
Hype Williams.
Come on,
King.
son. King. We gonna keep it. I know.
Just say what you got.
I know. We go keep it bad, boy. More money, more problems.
Okay.
Mace?
I mean, that's a nice.
Hey, listen.
Listen. That's a great video.
Great video.
That's a shiny suit video right there.
All right, I got another one.
Oh.
Okay, listen. I know.
The problematic list.
I know, but we talking about
We talking
videos.
about-
All right. R. Kelly's Down Low. When Mr. Biggs beat him up and left him in the desert.
You know what I thought you was
Let's go.
say? Yes stuff. Yes
Nah,
stuff.
hell no. Hell no.
Just playing.
Hell no.
Nah, but that's a good video
Yeah,
too.
yeah. When he beat his ass and left him in the
All right,
desert.
move on, move
All right, we
on.
gonna move on. All right, we gonna move on. R. Kelly. All right, we move
Can't
on.
give him too much love.
All right, you don't give him too much love.
Get-
Oh, I'm sorry. Number 3.
Good video.
This is a good video. Number 3.
Number 3.
Nelly's hot in here, son.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, yeah.
I just thought the club was gonna be.
Now it's just niggas.
It's niggas in sections, son. It's bad
Clase
now,
Azul,
son.
niggas.
It's terrible.
Yeah, just 1942 Clase Azul.
Number 2, when niggas got introduced to Brazil, Snoop Dogg's Beautiful. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. When niggas got introduced to Brazil. Yes, sir.
Sex tourism.
Man, what? Hey, yo. All right.
My bad, yo.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Great video, though.
Passport Bros up.
That was the start of the Passport Bros. That was it.
That was a nice
Video.
video.
Niggas was like, where they at? Niggas thought they was in Miami when it first came on.
Nah, but that.
But when it first came on, you thought they was in Miami.
Ooh, we got an honorable mention.
What?
I'm gonna let you get number 1 off.
All right, let me get number 1 off. All right, number 1, keeping it in the A, running through Bowen homes, bombs over Baghdad.
That is a nice video.
Come on, son.
Go ahead and tell them.
Come on, son. Bombs over Baghdad. Andre 3000 is running through
Outcast, nigga.
one of the most dangerous hoods on the west side of Atlanta.
It's
Bowen
like
Homes.
a notoriously dangerous
A
neighborhood.
notorious dangerous neighborhood. Andre 3 Stacks is in a silk bandana with flip curls.
And the nigga, the big boy just riding in a drop.
Yeah.
Nah, that's a nice video.
Nice video, son.
Nah, that's nice number 1 right there.
Yeah.
You know what we? Okay, now that you mentioned a beautiful video,
Okay.
I got 2.
Give me here.
Give Me the Light, Sean Paul.
Oh, what? When they in the basement?
Yes.
Beating on the furnace?
Beating on it.
Pops is heated.
That's a nice video.
Stop beating on my
That's not-
goddamn
maybe
furnace.
Not top 10.
No, not top 10, but it's a nice video.
I got a video that could have been top 10 though.
What is it?
Big Pimpin' Jay-Z.
Oh, Pimp C and the Mink?
Oh, with I, put with keep it lean out
In my cup.
All my cars got leather and wood. From they call it book. That's a hard video.
Yo.
But then you had the niggas in the Trinidad and Tobago, the devil.
Yeah, but that's Carnival though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They had the Carnival. We never seen that.
Never seen that one.
Yeah, young niggas.
Yeah, we had never been to Trinidad. We never been to the
I
Caribbean.
never seen Melissa Ford.
Never seen Melissa Ford. It's crazy word.
Never seen her before.
Never seen Melissa Ford. Good video vixen. Might be the number one video vixen of all
top
time.
Video Matter of fact, next week we doing top 5 video vixens.
Top 5 video vixens?
We doing that.
Next week, I'm gonna smoke them. Top 5 video vixens.
I'm a porn star in there. Pinky.
Superhead. What do you mean?
Ooh.
Superhead.
Ooh, in the danger video?
Oh,
my
yeah.
God.
See what I'm saying?
Came in with my dick in my hand.
Oh, all right. I'm out.
No, we gotta talk about that. Why niggas walking in with the dick in their hand?
Well, he's a known sex offender.
Nah. Hey, the nigga is literally known as a sex offender. Nah, that's his whole little thing.
He told you that. Why are you walking in the club like that? Party like that?
That's dangerous.
What do you want?
Nah, nigga told you what time it was. Danger, nigga.
Crazy.
Hey, look. We are over the mark. Nice little yap session.
Nice. I think you covered a lot of ground in this.
I think I did too.
Yeah.
It was a good episode. It was a good episode 22. We're not gonna do a CD player this week. Guys, this has been episode 22, Grits and X Podcast. We're gonna close this thing out. Magna Carta, Holy Grail, nigga.
Got a thing for nickel-plated nines and pretty dimes. Mac 11, I squeeze like lemon limes. Squirt, obey your thirst, fashion lines. Between beauty and beast, I walk the line. Johnny Cash, I'm a real G. I cut myself today to see if I still bleed. Success is so sublime, gotta do that time to time so I don't lose my mind. Something about the struggle so divine. So the love is hard to define. When you scratching for every nickel and dime. Got me itching to do this shit for my mom. Do this shit for my town. Leave the door open, hope